Hello friends, welcome to another tutorial, and we've already learned about certain tricks, and today we are going to talk about the planning. When we are actually creating a large canvas, large oil painting, planning is absolutely very important. And since we are talking about planning, I thought I will start by showcasing my previous work and telling you how I planned this, etc. Not very detailed, but very briefly. Now first, let us begin by analyzing the size of this. This is 6 foot by 4 foot. This is a extremely large canvas, and it has taken me 6 months to complete this painting. Now this is up for selling. I'm looking for a suitable buyer to part with this. However, you can imagine so much paint has been used, and the profiling of this painting was so important so that nothing should go out of proportion. So I made sure that I planned for this painting, and what portion to be painted at which place, and how the mountains will look like. Am I going to waste my paint, because this is a large painting and you don't want to waste your paint. You don't want to redo things. So it is very, very important for a painter, for an artist, to plan things upfront. And therefore we will talk about the planning phase, because I'm working on another project which I will show you next. Alright friends, so I'm working on my next project. This painting is also the same size, 6 foot by 4 foot. It's a pretty large canvas, and I have designed my own. I've actually designed my own painting, which I'm showing you here. This is what I want to paint eventually. This has water, this has buildings, this has sky, etc. Now again, this is a very large canvas, and as you can see, huge color and lot of shadings is required. So if I don't plan, then I will have to do a lot of redo in this, and then I will also lose out the proportions in this particular painting. So I have planned this painting. I have gone through various aspects, how I'm going to do which portion of the painting and how much color, what color, etc. So just to give you more emphasis, I have actually already covered how to use duct tape. So you can see I have used duct tapes to paint the black color in such straight proportions. I have not used, because in oil painting you don't use any pencil, etc., but you can use the duct tape. And as you can see, I have used duct tape, so even if the color bleeds out, it will only spoil the duct tape, and therefore your next portion of the painting will be completely safe, and you can actually freely paint it. Now since in this painting there are a couple of buildings, there are a couple of features here, as you can see, and there are a lot of shading required using yellow, light color, white color, red color, orange color, etc. So in order to have the painting color, which is because this is dusk time, evening time, most of the building will look very similar, so it is important to build a base. So what I have done is I have actually built the base here, and once this dry, this is the painting. Again, this is the sky, and as you can see, the sky has also various colors in it. I may have to blend it further using the thinner, which I will talk about in a bit. But let's look at the planning phase, where I have actually painted the whole thing as a background for my buildings to come up, because the color of the building will not change. So I planned it so that I don't have to draw individual buildings one after the other, because if I do that at such large scale, by the time I finish, I will lose out the proportions and the directions and the effect which I want to this painting to give, like a 3D, which I will lose out. So I have actually prepared the background. I have used the shading of various colors to give this kind of impression. The buildings which are here in this area will be lighter, and buildings which are in this area will be darker, because they are very far off. As you can see, this is a 3-dimensional view of the painting, and as we go towards this area, the building size will keep reducing. Here they will be very large. So I have to ensure that these buildings are in right proportion. Therefore, I've planned this. I've used duct tape to create an area, and this white portion will be used for the river or the waterfront, whatever you want to call it, and the black area at the back will be used for showing the stars. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of shadings here in this area. This is the sunset, but you can't see the sun. So I have actually this is a large canvas. As I said, I've used many colors to get to this particular effect. Work still needs to be done in this. Therefore, once this dry, I can use thinner to blend all the colors here. Now, one more thing I would like to share with you, friends, and that is my own trick, is that I don't use the paint tape. I don't use any tray, etc. I directly mix the color on the canvas itself, simply because I know exactly what color I'm going to get, so I mix it directly on the canvas, and I don't use thinner while painting this. So this is raw, out of the tube oil paint blended directly on the canvas. So everybody has their own method. That is my method I'm sharing with you, and I like it because I can see directly how the color is blending right there in front of my eye. But then you are free to follow your methodology. You can actually use a tray where you can pre-mix the color and then apply on the canvas. I don't do that. I actually directly apply, and this way I will know exactly what color I'm getting, and if I have to make any corrections, I can do that right away. So visual validation is very important for me, so that is why this is one trick which I am sharing with you. I've already shared about the gesso. I've already talked about the duct tape, which I am demonstrating again. It is important to use the duct tape. So this is something which I want to share with you, planning phase. And as you can see, because I've used duct tape, the shape of the footpath in a 3D format has come so nicely, so clean, because I've used certain duct tapes, and so this side is the side which is darker, this side is slightly grayer because this is a footpath, and this is a side which actually is the bank. So I was able to demonstrate that perfectly by just having a color shade using duct tape. So I would like to tell you that it is very important to plan your painting out, and that is the lesson for this tutorial. I will catch you again in the next one.